You may have seen that dramatic video of hundreds of birds literally falling from the sky into a neighborhood.
Have you ever noticed phenomena that challenge logic are often blindsided by the mainstream media? Moments that are so bizarre and hard to believe even after being caught on camera? Stay tuned, as these real events, captured in real time, have no clear explanation.
Little liquid earth.
A jaw-dropping video out of Texas shows the sky turning into something straight out of an apocalyptic movie. Massive storm clouds move in like a wave, thick and fast. Then suddenly the whole sky starts flashing. Lightning erupted again and again, lighting up the night like a battlefield. It wasn't just a few bolts. This was non-stop, rapid-fire electricity, turning the clouds into a strobe-lit chaos. Locals say they've never seen anything like it. Some thought it looked like nature was showing off its raw, unfiltered power. 5G radiation. Technological advances like 5G towers are becoming as destructive to nature as weapons of war, observed in bird life in several countries since their installation.
I was like, you were inside, right? Is that what you heard? You heard a bunch of...
Among the many reported cases, this one was recorded in Indonesia, where dozens of birds started falling from the sky towards the ground next to a vehicle showroom dot. Another incident that followed in Mexico, where not one bird, but a huge flock of them that dropped towards the ground altogether, where some flew away, but most of them didn't.
Dramatic video of hundreds of birds literally falling from the sky into a neighborhood. What on earth was going on?
In another case, a pedestrian filmed birds struggling to fly near a 5G tower, despite the same species having been sitting on power lines for decades without issue.
Even the birds don't like the 5G.
Roll clouds. This massive roll cloud swept across the sky like something out of a movie. People stopped in their tracks. The cloud stretched for miles, moving low and slow. Experts call it a roll cloud, a natural phenomenon, but no one remembers seeing anything like this before. It's one of those strange sky events that only started showing up recently. Directed energy weapon. Weaponized lasers have always been part of the fiction until now. Residents of Chile recorded this video where a beam of laser suddenly appeared and vaporized the point of impact. Similarly, a couple of years ago, fires in Maui, Hawaii suffered a massive wildfire catastrophe, which is believed to be caused by a similar laser beam, or best described as directed energy weapons. Interestingly, these lasers didn't burn blue-colored objects even in the Maui fires, as you can see here. Is this a secret weapon that powers that be are hiding from us? Creepy sounds. New Jersey's been the talk of the town lately, and not for anything normal. Drivers have been reporting something seriously strange. Out of nowhere, their car radios started glitching and blasting weird, terrifying sounds. In another clip, a man captured an emergency siren blaring through the town in broad daylight with no official alert or warning, just that sound echoing through empty streets. People online started sharing more clips, and theories started spreading fast. Was it a test, a signal, or something they're not telling us? Whatever's happening in New Jersey, it's creeping people out, and it doesn't look like it's stopping anytime soon. Underground military base. Just as the underground cities, the existence of DUMBs, or deep underground military bases, has always been a conspiracy until this happened. In November 2023, a sinkhole erupted in downtown Indianapolis, where large volumes of smoke started to come out. The smoke started midday, which increased exponentially by nightfall, with some reports of residents mentioning seismic activity with 2.5 magnitude. According to the Netsians, this was one of the largest DUMBs facilities that was being demolished without public knowledge that everyone would mistake it for natural causes. CERN Ritual. something unsettling was caught on camera at one of the most advanced labs in the world, CERN in Geneva. The clip shows hooded figures dressed in black gathering in a courtyard, surrounding a girl in white. She kneels, then lays down, and what happens next has fueled wild theories. Some say it was nothing more than a prank or an elaborate film scene, but others aren't so sure. Was this a staged performance or something far more disturbing happening behind closed doors? The footage shook the internet, and with no clear answers from CERN, people are left wondering, what goes on at this top-tier research facility? Liquified Underground. This strange clip has everyone talking. It shows the ground rippling and jiggling in a bizarre, almost liquid-like way. Some thought it was just a lawn bubble until it was revealed that there was no water underneath at all. Turns out the vibrations from a nearby excavator caused the solid earth to behave like it was liquefying. That's not something you see every day. But here's where it gets even weirder. Some are now connecting this phenomenon to the mud flood theory and the idea of a hidden global reset. Could this strange effect be a leftover sign of something much bigger we were never meant to see?
That's crazy.
Opening black hole? A busy afternoon in Florida turned into a bizarre spectacle with the sudden formations in the sky that looked like a getaway. While experts believe it was an early stage of a potential disaster in the making, others thought of it being a portal opening in the sky. However, according to theories of some of the so-called conspiracy theories, this was much worse, calling it to be a gateway opening to a black hole. Fog phenomenon.
People are feeling that the sequence of events, the drones, the fog, the fires, and people feeling sick is quite strange.
People all over had been talking about the fog. Thick, strange, and almost unnatural. In Boston, some said they couldn't even see the building next to them. One local mentioned the air had a weird chemical smell. Videos popped up from New York, Chicago, even Texas and California, all showing cities completely swallowed up.
Fog that was tested in the 1950s was in California. Now, we did have the fog in California and then the fires. And we also have the same thing happening in Brazil.
The fog moved strangely, clung to everything, and lasted longer than usual. Experts claimed it was caused by shifting temperatures and high humidity, but many didn't buy it. The smell, the timing, the way it blanketed so many places, it felt too exact. And so people were left wondering, was it just weather or something carefully planned?
Just me, or does it seem kind of strange? Because salt is supposed to dissolve the snow. Why is the snow only surrounding the particles of salt, but there's no snow anywhere else?
Cryptic Message.
Breaking us. They are letting the light in.
Influencers receiving cryptic messages. A TikTok clip recently went viral after a woman shared something straight up chilling. She said she got a bizarre cryptic message on her phone in the middle of the night. But here's the weird part, it started playing on its own. No sender, no number, just this eerie voice talking. Hear yourself.
Wear the mask and look around where everyone is same. Wars waged in boardrooms. Justice bought and sold like stock. City is drowning. Forests burning. Children starving. All while billionaires buy their way to Mars.
Wait, did you notice how it is about three things? Cities drowning, forests burning, and children starving. All of that has happened this year. People started digging, wondering if it was some kind of warning, or maybe something way deeper. Some say it's AI, others think it's not even human. Whatever it was, the message didn't feel random. It felt like something, or someone, wanted us to hear it. IT outage.
I can't recall us being this utterly crippled.
Out of nowhere, a massive global IT outage hit, and it hit hard. Systems crashed, the internet went down, and screens everywhere turned blue. People watched helplessly as their screens flashed an error and went dark. No warnings, no clear cause, just sudden silence across the digital world. Some are calling it a software glitch, others think it was a coordinated cyber hit, but the scale of it, way too big to ignore. Whether it was a failure or something far more deliberate, one thing's clear. The system we all rely on broke in an instant.
There is a very slim chance that it could be a cyber attack and it would have to be investigated.
Mechanical spy drones.
There's not a wire there.
A bizarre theory once brushed off as a joke is now being looked at very differently. Western intelligence agencies have reportedly been digging into claims that birds, yes, birds, might not be real animals at all, but mechanical drones built for surveillance. Leaked CIA footage stirred the pot even more. One clip shows a bird seemingly saluting President Putin as if delivering a report. Another shows two birds unnaturally hovering mid-air, motionless, like machines. It's strange, it's eerie, and suddenly the idea of spy birds doesn't seem so crazy anymore.
First glitch in the Matrix cutscene.
Shining laser sky. Much of the Floridan residents were concerned after witnessing a green laser shining over their homes at night multiple times. Now, while the government was unclear of what the cause of this might be, but much of people from Hawaii shared that these lasers were also spotted over Maui in 2023, just before the devastating wildfires that happened shortly after. Now, this comes to an even greater concern since no other coastal states have spotted the same phenomenon. Probably just yet another coincidence, right? Or an impending disaster. Mystery particles.
Après une pluie tempête, j'ai dû rentrer parce qu'on pouvait plus bosser.
Something strange was spotted floating in the water. At first, it looked like tiny larvae, harmless, maybe even natural, but the way they moved didn't sit right. They clumped together in small black blobs, sticking and shifting like metal shavings pulled by a magnet. No one knew what they were. That's when an old clip started resurfacing online.
Substance found by a Southwest Arkansas man be part of a government test?
Showing a local news channel reporting a nano-aluminum particles falling from the sky. People started connecting the dots, saying these blobs might be linked. Theories spread fast, from secret experiments to something not meant for public eyes. Whatever these things are, they aren't acting like anything natural, and they definitely shouldn't be in the water.
Water and stuff that I collected in bowls, I had it set out in my backyard on my dad's pickup truck.
Sudden blackouts. Lately, cities around the world have been slipping into sudden blackouts and no one knows why. It's not a local issue anymore. It's spreading fast. A clip from Istanbul shows the entire city losing power within minutes. Everything just shut off, like someone flipped a switch. Not long after, the same thing happened in France and Spain. Then came the US, where more than 30,000 outages were reported across multiple states, all at once.
There are more than 30,000 outages, and the outages are taking place in different big cities across the nation.
People were waking up to no phone service and strange SOS messages. No storms, no grid failure, no warning, just lights out. Some believe it's a system glitch, others say it's part of something much bigger. Whatever's behind it, this pattern is starting to look less like coincidence and more like a message we might not be ready for.
You can see right in the corner where it says SOS, and although she is connected to Wi-Fi.
Moon dark side. A leaked video from NASA's classified mission, SIN-25, has shaken the internet. It claims to show massive cities right on the dark side of the moon. According to the footage, these structures were built between 1965 and 1968 under a shadowy partnership between NASA and a private company. But that's not all. Another clip surfaced, allegedly revealing a secret base tucked deep into the lunar surface. Even stranger, unidentified aerial phenomena were spotted near the base, moving in ways no human tech should. Is this just science fiction, or have we been on the moon far longer and deeper than we ever knew? Possible alien invasion attempt? For decades, UFO sightings have been made all across the globe, but in this case, it almost looks like a possible UFO invasion was stopped. In December 2024, the air traffic controllers of Stewart International Airport in New York had runways shut down with all incoming flights diverted because of mysterious drones flying close to the airport. Now, although the incident was kept away from public knowledge, one of the ufologists who happened to be in the area filmed this object that looks weird, even according to UFO standards. The unusual sun.
The sunset is over there.
Something weird's been going on with the sun lately. People all over have started sharing videos showing the sun looking dim, almost like a faded red light just hanging in the sky. It doesn't look normal and it doesn't feel right.
What is this?
Can you see there?
Oh, it don't even look like the sun.
This wasn't a sunset. It's showing up in the middle of the day and no one can explain why. In one of the clips, a very strange thing was caught. We all know sunflowers always face the sun, but in the video, the flowers seem to turn away from the sun. And that's when the theory started. Some say it's a glitch in our reality, like something slipped. Others believe it's a sign that someone's messing with the atmosphere, maybe trying to control it. Whatever the truth is, it's clear something's off, and more people are waking up to it every day.
That is not the sun.
Funnel clouds. A wild moment caught on camera near McLean, Texas. This video shows a thin, rope-like funnel cloud stretching from the sky, appearing to touch the ground before slowly fading away. It looked like something out of a movie, twisting down like a thread from the clouds. Locals were stunned, and many grabbed their phones to record. While it didn't cause any reported damage, the way it formed and vanished so suddenly left people wondering, was this just a harmless weather event or something more unusual brewing in the atmosphere? Jellyfish Cloud. A stunning sight lit up the Texas skies, what looked like a glowing jellyfish with a rainbow trapped inside it. This rare phenomenon is called a circumhorizontal arc, often nicknamed a fire rainbow. It happens when sunlight hits ice crystals high in the atmosphere at just the right angle. The cloud it appeared in, that's known as a jellyfish cloud, or more technically, virga, a cloud that rains ice crystals, but the precipitation never makes it to the ground. And a glowing, colorful streak fanning out beneath the cloud like jellyfish tendrils in the sky. Moments like these remind us just how wild and magical the atmosphere can be. Weather modification. This isn't some solar eclipse or portal formation in the making, as most residents claimed rather artificial manipulation. This footage, taken in May 2024, Canoas, Brazil, shows the ongoing process of condensation of the frequencies emitted to the ionosphere. These frequencies are generated from the HAARP system based in Alaska to not only generate artificial torrential rains, but also natural disasters at the flip of the switch. Tennessee Blackout. A dramatic series of events followed in December 2024, where throughout parts of Tennessee state had partial or complete black out of the internet, and soon after, businesses and residential lights began to continuously blink and off. The effect of these blinking lights give a very much vibe of them being connected to UFO or UAP activity, which also happens to be the only reason for such a breakdown. HAARP Tech. After 2 straight days of heavy chemtrailing and what seemed like HAARP activity cranked to the max, the skies turned filthy, washed out with a sickly gray-white haze. Even the forecast showed mysterious activity. People looked up and saw it for themselves, long streaks lining the sky, spreading unnaturally fast. The clouds didn't look like they were formed naturally, they looked engineered. Yellow weather alerts rolled in, but many believed this wasn't nature at all. And while officials stayed silent, the skies told a different story, one that people could witness with their own eyes. Underground cities and bunkers.
You have so many activities going on that you need to keep secret.
Theories of underground bunkers may have been running rampant for decades, but underground cities, however, is something no one knew about. Recently, much of theories have come to light about the elite and powers that be having built secret underground cities during a Tucker Carlson interview with one of his guests.
Underground in the United States, but also underground under the ocean around the United States.
These cities are built primarily under not only on the US mainland, but also deep beneath the oceans should a major case of world disaster were to occur. Now, these aren't just some random theories on the internet, but numerous pieces of footage were leaked on the dark web showing that very proof of this secret facility. Skylines.
There's lines everywhere in the sky.
People in San Luis Obispo, California woke up to skies that didn't look right. Planes had been flying overhead early that morning, and their trails didn't fade like normal. Instead, those lines spread out, slowly turning the clear blue sky into a washed out white mess. And it only took 45 minutes. That's when a lot of people realized something was off. Those streaks weren't disappearing. Some knew right away this wasn't natural weather. That day for many was the wake-up call. The day they first saw what looked like geoengineering happen in real time.
Clearly parallel lines.
Rise of Celestials. If you look at this footage closely, you can see that these are actual giants and not some mind games. This footage was shared on Instagram, showing dozens of large humanoid shadows that seemingly appeared in the sky. Initially dim, they quickly darkened, alarming bystanders. Scientists were quick to classify this phenomenon to be a rare effect of Fata Morgana, which is an optical illusion that occurs due to natural causes. But much of the doomsday theorists believe that this was the rise of giants, that governments tried their best to hide it from public knowledge. Stargate Portal. This astonishing footage was captured showing a man stepping into what appears to be a self-sustaining Stargate and vanishing into another world. The origin of the video remains unknown, but it shows the man standing near the glowing, suspended portal, surrounded by children as it hovers mid-air, radiating intense light. Through the gate, a vivid view of another world is visible. Upon entering, the man emerges on a planet that resembles Earth, but with a striking difference. 2 suns shine in its sky. This incredible scene raises the possibility of parallel universes or alternate dimensions, with the dual suns hinting at an entirely different solar system.
To get through, you're not going to feel anything, you're not going to...
Sea monster's grip. Along a rocky shoreline, someone captured unsettling footage of a man seemingly trapped in a dense bed of seaweed. He stood at the edge of the ocean where long, dark strands of kelp swayed with the surf. At first, it appeared he was searching for something, but his slow, unnatural movements suggested he was being restrained. The seaweed clung to him tightly, almost as if it had a will of its own. The area around him looked ominous, and the person filming kept their distance. The video ends with the man still entangled, leaving viewers questioning what was happening beneath that thick, tangled mass of seaweed.